Do you feel the weight of the world pressing down on your shoulders? Do you lie awake at night, heart racing, mind consumed with worry about what tomorrow might bring? Listen carefully, because I want you to hear a truth so powerful that it can change your life in this very moment. God will take care of you. Not maybe, not if things go well, not only when the circumstances are convenient or easy. He will take care of you completely, perfectly, unwaveringly. And the moment you grasp this, the chains of fear and anxiety begin to break. The pressure of life begins to lift. The storms of doubt begin to scatter. You do not need to figure everything out. You do not need to manipulate, push, or fight to make life go your way. God is in control, and He is already working on your behalf, even when you cannot see it. Too many people live as if God is distant, as if the Almighty has forgotten their existence, as if the divine care is reserved only for others, for the lucky ones, for those who seem to have it all together. That is a lie. God's care is not conditional. God's care is not based on your performance, your intelligence, your charm, or your ability to please others. No, God's care is born from His eternal wisdom and His unshakable love. He knows your heart. He knows your struggles. He knows the battles you cannot tell anyone about. And He is already working invisibly, relentlessly on your behalf. You must understand something crucial. Worry is a form of rebellion. When you worry, when you allow fear to dominate your mind, you are in essence telling God, I do not trust you. I believe I must take control because you cannot handle this. But God is saying, child, lay it down. Give me your fear. Give me your burden. Stop striving and watch me move. He's not asking for your life to be perfect before He steps in. He's asking for your surrender. And in that surrender, you discover freedom. In that surrender, your spirit is lifted above anxiety. In that surrender, your heart begins to beat with confidence and peace because you are no longer carrying the weight alone. Do you know why so many people fail to experience God's care? It is not because He is unwilling. It is because they refuse to trust. They are looking at their problems with human eyes and forgetting the infinite power of the Almighty. Let me be clear, no circumstance is too large. No problem is too complicated. No enemy is too strong. The same God who created the universe, who holds the stars in their place, who commands the winds and waves, is the same God who is watching over you. The very God who brought order from chaos, light from darkness, life from nothing, is actively arranging your path. Can you not trust Him with your daily bread? Can you not trust Him with your heart? Can you not trust Him with your future? Worry tells you that you are alone. Fear whispers that no one cares, that your efforts are meaningless, that your suffering is endless. But God speaks a different language. He whispers, I am here. I see you. I am with you. I am working on your behalf. Even when you cannot feel His presence, even when life seems unfair, even when doors close one after another, God is at work. And the amazing thing is this: often the blessings He sends are hidden behind what looks like struggle. Often the victories are disguised as delay. Often the protection comes in ways you would never recognize until later. Trust that He knows exactly what you need, when you need it, and how you need it. Let me tell you something that will hit you in your soul. Worry is not just harmless thinking. Worry is theft. It steals your peace. It steals your strength. It steals your joy. And yet, God wants to give you an abundance of peace, strength, and joy, more than you can imagine. He wants you to rise above the petty anxieties that crowd your mind and claim the fullness of His care. He wants you to walk with a light step, not a heavy heart. He wants you to face the storms of life with courage, not with dread. And the key to this, the absolute key, is surrender. Total, unwavering, unshakable surrender. Say to yourself, God, I will stop worrying. I will trust you. I will believe that you are taking care of me. And watch what happens. When you surrender, something miraculous occurs. Your perspective changes. You begin to see that what once seemed like chaos is actually order. You begin to realize that what appeared to be loss is actually protection. You begin to understand that the difficulties you face are not punishments. They are divine orchestration, shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for blessings that no human mind could contrive. God is taking care of you, even in ways you cannot comprehend. Your eyes may not see it, your heart may not feel it, but the truth remains. God is faithful. God is relentless. God is your provider, your protector, your guide, your refuge. There is no problem too small for God to care about, and there is no problem too large for God to solve. Do not diminish His ability by limiting Him with your imagination. Do not measure His power by your human reasoning. Do not reduce His wisdom by comparing it with your plans. The Almighty sees the end from the beginning. He knows what will happen in your life before a word is spoken. He has not forgotten you. He has not abandoned you. And He will not fail you, ever. Think of the times in your life when you were certain that things would fall apart, and yet they did not. Think of the moments when you felt hopeless, and yet somehow you survived. That was God taking care of you. That was God's unseen hand moving in your favor. That was a divine protection that you could not explain. And He will do it again and again and again. And He will continue to do it for as long as you live. Your life is not subject to chance. Your life is not left to random circumstance. Your life is in the hands of the Almighty. And that is enough. That is more than enough. You might be thinking, but my struggles are so intense. My challenges are so overwhelming. I don't know how I can survive this. Listen to me. God has equipped you to survive it. God has given you what you need to overcome it. God is already moving on your behalf, even before you take your first step. He is sending resources you cannot yet see. People you have not yet met, opportunities you have not yet imagined, but He will not force His help on you. You must stop worrying. You must release control. You must trust, and when you do, life will shift in ways that seem impossible. Your mind might tell you to panic. Your heart might try to convince you that everything is lost. But that is the enemy speaking. That is the voice of doubt, fear, and anxiety trying to steal your faith. Refuse it. Say firmly, no, I will not listen. I will not worry. I will trust God. He is my provider. He is my protector. He is my refuge. And when you speak these words, your life will begin to change. Your perspective will rise. Your strength will grow. Your heart will be lifted above fear. I want you to see this clearly. God does not want you to be burdened with worry. He does not want you to live in fear. He does not want you to carry the weight of the world on your own shoulders. That is not His plan. His plan is that you walk in peace. His plan is that you trust. His plan is that you rest in the knowledge that everything is under His control. When you truly understand this, you will no longer chase after temporary solutions. You will no longer panic at every obstacle. You will no longer feel the crushing pressure of doubt. You will stand firm, knowing that God is your eternal support, your unwavering refuge, your unfailing guide. And here is something even more powerful. When you stop worrying and begin to trust, God can do things in your life that you never imagined. He can open doors you thought were closed forever. He can provide resources when none seem available. He can turn situations around, creating beauty from what once seemed broken. He can protect you from dangers you cannot perceive. He can guide you through paths you would never dare to walk alone. But all of this requires one thing: trust. Not a little trust, not partial trust, complete, absolute, unshakable trust. You may say, but I have failed. I have made mistakes. I am not perfect. Listen to me carefully. God's care is not based on your perfection. God's love and providence are not limited by your flaws. You are human. You will make mistakes. You will stumble. You will face setbacks. But God's care is relentless. His plan for your life is not deterred by your failures. He sees beyond your mistakes. He sees your heart. He sees your potential, and He will continue to take care of you, guiding you, correcting you, providing for you, even when you feel undeserving. Understand this truth deeply. The moment you decide to stop worrying is the moment you align yourself with God's power. Your mind may scream, I cannot do it. The problem is too big. But that is exactly the moment when faith must rise louder than fear. God's ways are higher than your ways, and His plans are beyond your understanding. The very thing you panic over, the very challenge that keeps you awake at night, is exactly where God intends to demonstrate His power and faithfulness. You cannot manufacture the solutions that God can provide, no matter how clever or strong you are. But when you surrender, when you say, God, I trust you with this, the invisible becomes visible, the impossible becomes possible, and the heavy burden becomes light. Many people live their lives as if they must carry every burden alone. They toil, struggle, and fight, believing their own hands are the only ones capable of providing. Yet God is saying to you today, your labor is not your life. Your worry is not your protection. My care is sufficient. I am already working behind the scenes, orchestrating events, placing people, opening doors, and closing others, all in perfect timing to bring you to the place of abundance, peace, and victory. Do you believe this? Do you truly believe this? Because the moment your heart accepts this truth, a supernatural peace will settle over you. Consider the life of one who trusts God. They walk forward with boldness, not because the path is clear, but because their trust is unwavering. Their steps may tremble, their circumstances may challenge them, yet their spirit is anchored in the assurance that God is watching, guiding, and providing. This is not naive optimism. This is powerful, deliberate faith. This is the posture of a soul that knows the Almighty is their shield, their provider, and their ever-present help in every trouble. And let me tell you, when your faith reaches this level, worry becomes meaningless, fear becomes powerless, anxiety loses its grip. You rise above the chaos because God is carrying you, sustaining you, protecting you. Do not mistake God's silence for abandonment. When life seems quiet, when answers seem delayed, when prayers seem unheard, that is not absence, that is preparation, that is divine orchestration. God is aligning the pieces, orchestrating circumstances, arranging relationships, and preparing opportunities. Often the blessings arrive not when we demand them, but when God sees the timing is perfect. And timing is everything. Trust in God's timing. Trust in His wisdom. Trust that He knows the end from the beginning, and that no matter how uncertain things appear, His plan is flawless. There is a lesson in every struggle. There is wisdom in every delay. There is growth in every season of waiting. Do not despise the wait. Do not resent the challenge. Do not allow your heart to become bitter in the midst of testing. God is not punishing you. God is not neglecting you. God is refining you, preparing you, equipping you for the blessing that is coming. The storm you face today may feel unbearable, but it is in that storm that God reveals His strength. It is in that storm that He demonstrates His care. It is in that storm that He molds you into the vessel capable of receiving everything He has prepared. Imagine a life free from the chains of worry. Imagine waking each day with peace so profound that no circumstance can shake it. Imagine stepping into your day with confidence because your trust is in God, not in fleeting solutions or temporary human plans. This is not a dream. This is your reality. When you embrace the truth, God will take care of you fully, completely, reliably. Nothing is too great, nothing is too small. Every detail of your life is under His divine care. And when you live with this understanding, your life becomes a testimony of God's faithfulness. Do not underestimate the power of surrender. Many people pray, yet they continue to worry. Many people ask for God's help, yet they cling to their own understanding and control. But God does not work fully where there is hesitation. God does not move powerfully in a life that resists His guidance. The key is full surrender, hands lifted in trust, heart open in faith, mind released from fear. When you release control, God steps in. When you let go of worry, God takes over. When you choose faith over fear, God demonstrates His power in ways that leave you in awe. Listen carefully. God's care is not passive. God's care is active, relentless, and personal. He knows your fears. He knows your doubts. He knows the very thoughts that trouble your mind, and He is already moving in response. Your prayers, your cries, your silent longings, nothing escapes His notice. He is arranging people, resources, opportunities, and timing with precision beyond human comprehension. You do not see the work, but you will see the results. And the results will be far beyond what you could imagine or plan for yourself. Consider this: worry never solves anything. Anxiety never changes a circumstance. Fear never secures a future. Only faith in God brings lasting peace, provision, and protection. When you trust Him, you align yourself with the power that created the heavens and the earth. You align yourself with the one who holds time and space in His hands. You align yourself with the eternal, unshakable, limitless care of the Almighty. And in that alignment, life's trials lose their power. Life's pressures lose their weight. Life's uncertainties lose their terror, because God is with you. God is for you. God will take care of you. And here is something vital to remember. Trust is cultivated in the trials. Faith is strengthened in the challenges. Surrender is proven in the storms. The greater your difficulty, the greater the opportunity for God to display His care. Do not shrink back when life seems impossible. Do not give in to despair when obstacles appear insurmountable. Instead, stand firm knowing that God is at work. His hand is in the details. His eye is on the outcome. His heart is committed to your well-being. And no matter what you face, He will never fail you, never abandon you, and never leave you to struggle alone. You may feel fear creeping in. You may feel doubt whispering lies into your mind. But remember, worry is not from God. Fear is not from God. Anxiety is not from God. They are tools of distraction designed to keep you from trusting the one who holds all power. Reject them, renounce them, refuse to let them dominate your thoughts. Replace them with truth. Replace them with faith. Replace them with the unshakable knowledge that God is taking care of you right now at this very moment and will continue to do so for the rest of your days. God's care is not a theory. It is not an abstract idea. It is not something that only applies to a select few. It is a living, active, present force in your life. It is protection that surrounds you. It is provision that meets your needs. It is guidance that leads you through complexity. It is power that opens doors and removes obstacles. And the most incredible part, it is freely given. You do not have to earn it. You do not have to prove yourself. You do not have to manipulate circumstances. You simply have to trust. You simply have to surrender. You simply have to believe. You must understand the power of divine care. God's attention to your life is not casual, not accidental, not passive. He is actively involved in every detail, even the ones that seem insignificant to you. The food you eat, the breath you take, the people you meet, the opportunities you encounter, none of this is left to chance. God is orchestrating every moment. He is arranging circumstances in ways that your mind cannot comprehend. And when you grasp this truth, your worry begins to evaporate. Your heart begins to settle and your spirit begins to rise. For what is worry after all but disbelief in the power and providence of God? When you truly believe, fear loses its foothold. Anxiety cannot take root. The storms may rage around you, but you stand firm, anchored in the knowledge that God will take care of you. Life often presents situations that feel impossible, challenges that seem insurmountable, and obstacles that appear undefeatable. But listen carefully, the very situations that terrify you are the arenas where God's power shines brightest. When you're backed into a corner, when every human solution has failed, when the path forward seems blocked, that is when God moves in ways that surpass imagination. The same God who separated the heavens from the earth, who commanded the seas to obey, who holds time and destiny in His hands, He is the same God who watches over you. And He is already working unseen and unstoppable to bring victory to your life. Do not underestimate God's timing. We are often impatient, frustrated that our prayers are not answered according to our schedule. But God's timing is perfect. He sees the end from the beginning. He knows what is necessary before it even arises. There is wisdom in waiting. power in patience, and blessing in trusting the timing of the Almighty. What appears to be a delay is often a preparation. What appears to be a closed door is often a protection. What appears to be a setback is often a redirection towards something far greater than you can imagine. Trust in God's timing, and you will experience a peace that surpasses understanding, a calm in the chaos, and a joy that no circumstance can steal. Consider the heart of a person who trusts in God. Even in the face of uncertainty, they do not panic. Even when surrounded by difficulty, they do not despair. Their confidence is not in human strength, in manipulation, or in temporary solutions. Their confidence is in the Almighty. Their faith does not waver because their circumstances are harsh. Their peace does not falter because the world seems unstable. They have discovered a secret that many never learn. Worry is powerless where faith is present. Anxiety is defeated where trust in God is complete. Fear cannot prevail where surrender is total. You may have experienced moments when everything seemed to fall apart, when you felt abandoned, when hope seemed like a distant memory, and yet here you are. You survived, you endured, you overcame. That is the hand of God at work. That is divine care manifesting in ways you could not see at the time. And it is the same God who is taking care of you now, orchestrating your life in ways that are both protective and providential. No prayer goes unheard, no plea is ignored, no struggle is too small, and no trial is too great. God's care is complete, constant, and everlasting. It is vital to understand that worry and faith cannot coexist. Worry is the evidence of distrust. Faith is the evidence of belief. You cannot fully embrace God's care while simultaneously doubting His providence. You must make a choice. You must say, God, I will stop worrying. I will trust you. I will believe that you are taking care of me. And when you make that declaration, you unleash a supernatural peace into your life. You step into a reality where God's protection shields you, where His provision sustains you, and where His guidance illuminates your path. There are countless areas of life where God's care is manifest. In your finances, when resources seem scarce. In your health, when your body feels weak. In your relationships, when misunderstanding threatens. In your career, when doors appear closed. And in your spirit, when doubt seeks to take hold. In every area, God's attention is precise. His intervention is powerful, and His provision is timely. And here is the truth you must internalize. You do not need to orchestrate these outcomes yourself. You do not need to strain, manipulate, or struggle to make things happen. God is already working. Your task is simply to trust, to surrender, and to allow His care to manifest. Do not fear the unknown. Do not dread the future. Do not allow anxiety to consume the present. The same God who has cared for you up to this moment will continue to care for you tomorrow, the next day, and every day that follows. His hands are not weary. His mind is not distracted. His heart is fully committed to your well-being. When you place your life into God's care, You experience a freedom that cannot be shaken, a joy that cannot be stolen, and a peace that surpasses all understanding. Listen closely. The Almighty's care is not passive observation, it is active intervention. He moves before you see, arranges before you understand, and provides before you ask. Nothing is random, nothing is overlooked. Nothing is too small for His attention. Every tear you shed, every worry you carry, every prayer you utter is known to Him. And He is already turning your circumstances, protecting you from harm, providing what you need, and guiding you toward the future He has prepared. Faith does not mean that life will be without challenges. Faith means that you do not face those challenges alone. Faith means that no matter the struggle, the outcome is secure because God is taking care of you. Faith means that you walk through the storm with courage because the storm is not bigger than the one who holds the universe in His hands. Faith means that you rise above fear because God's power is greater than any human circumstance. You may wonder, how can I trust when life seems chaotic? The answer is simple. Remember what God has already done. Remember the victories you have witnessed, the challenges you have survived, the blessings you have received. Those are proof of His care. Those are evidence of His provision. Those are testimonies that the same God who was faithful before will continue to be faithful now. And as you trust, you create a space for God to work in ways that exceed your imagination. Your worry does not add a single day to your life. Your anxiety does not solve a single problem. Your fear does not change a single outcome. But your trust in God does everything. Your faith opens doors. Your surrender invites provision. Your peace strengthens your spirit. Your confidence aligns you with God's eternal plan. When you live in this truth, worry has no power. Fear loses its grip, and anxiety is replaced by a joy that is unshakable. You may ask yourself, how can I be sure God is truly taking care of me? The answer is written in every detail of your life, in every moment that you have survived, in every difficulty you have overcome. The very fact that you are here, breathing, thinking, and able to face another day is proof of God's care. Every obstacle you have faced and yet endured is evidence that His hand has been upon you. Every door that seemed closed but eventually opened is a testament to His providence. When you begin to see life through the lens of God's care, worry begins to shrink, fear begins to fade, and peace begins to take root in your soul. God's care is not reactive, it is proactive. He is not waiting for you to fall apart before He moves. He is orchestrating your life, even as you sleep, even as you struggle, even as you doubt. He is arranging circumstances, sending people, and opening opportunities that you cannot yet perceive. And the truth is, many of the things that seem like obstacles are actually blessings in disguise. The delays, the struggles, the closed doors, they are protection, they are preparation, they are God's way of ensuring that when the blessing comes, you are ready to receive it fully. Do not underestimate the power of prayer, even when it feels unanswered. Every sincere prayer, every whisper of your heart, every tear that falls in desperation is noticed by God. Nothing escapes His attention. Even when it seems as though He is silent, He is listening. Even when it seems as though nothing is changing, He is moving. His care is not always obvious, but it is always active. And when the time is right, when His plan reaches its perfect season, the provision will arrive in ways that exceed your imagination. Let me tell you something important. Worry is a weight that God never intended for you to carry. Anxiety is a burden that was never meant to rest on your shoulders. You were designed to live in peace, confidence, and freedom because God is your provider, your protector, and your sustainer. When you try to manage life through human effort alone, you exhaust yourself, you become overwhelmed, and you invite despair. But when you release control to God, when you surrender worry and embrace trust, something supernatural happens. Strength rises in your spirit. Clarity comes to your mind. Peace floods your heart, and life begins to move in a direction that aligns with God's perfect plan. There is a profound difference between human planning and divine provision. Your planning is limited by what you can see, what you can imagine, and what you can control. God's provision is limitless, unseen, and perfectly timed. He can create opportunities out of impossibilities. He can open doors that no human hand can unlock. He can provide resources in ways that surpass natural understanding. And here is the truth that must sink deep into your soul. You cannot make God's plan happen by worrying. You cannot accelerate His timing by stressing. You cannot improve His outcome by panicking. The only thing you can do is trust, surrender, and walk confidently in the knowledge that He is taking care of you. Consider the storms of your life, the challenges that seem relentless, the pressures that feel unbearable, the trials that seem never-ending. These are not signs of abandonment. They are not proof that God has forgotten you. They are opportunities for God to display His power, to reveal His care, and to teach you reliance on Him alone. The winds may howl, the waves may rise, and the night may feel dark, but the one who holds the universe in His hands is guiding your steps, protecting your path, and preparing a future that is far greater than anything you could orchestrate yourself. Your trust is the key that unlocks God's power in your life. Without trust, fear dominates, anxiety rules, and worry prevails. With trust, peace becomes your inheritance, joy becomes your companion, and victory becomes inevitable. Faith is not passive. It is an active choice to believe in God's care, even when circumstances suggest otherwise. It is a deliberate decision to release control, to stop striving, and to stand confidently in the knowledge that God is already at work, orchestrating everything for your good. Do not allow temporary setbacks to shake your faith. Do not allow temporary difficulties to cloud your vision. Every challenge, every obstacle, every trial has a divine purpose. God is refining you, strengthening you, preparing you for the fullness of His care. What may feel like delay is often divine timing. What may feel like hardship is often divine protection. What may feel like rejection is often divine redirection. The Almighty's care is perfect, complete, and never failing. And when you align yourself with it, your life begins to move in ways that surpass human understanding. You may have moments when fear creeps in. You may have days when doubt whispers lies into your heart. But remember this, worry does not come from God. Fear does not come from God. Anxiety does not come from God. These are tools of distraction designed to pull you away from the truth that God is taking care of you. Stand firm, reject fear, renounce doubt, refuse anxiety, and replace every anxious thought with the powerful truth. God is my provider. God is my protector. God is my sustainer. The Almighty's care is not conditional. It does not depend on your perfection, your strength, your intelligence, or your efforts. It depends on His love, His wisdom, and His power. You do not need to earn it. You do not need to deserve it. You do not need to prove yourself. You simply need to trust. You simply need to surrender. You simply need to align your heart with the knowledge that God is actively working on your behalf. And when you do, your life is transformed. Peace replaces anxiety. Joy replaces despair. Strength replaces weakness. And the impossible becomes possible. Even in the most uncertain circumstances, God's care is a constant. Even when doors close, His provision is open. Even when resources seem insufficient, His supply is abundant. Even when obstacles appear insurmountable, His power is limitless. And the most incredible truth is this: God is not bound by time, by circumstance, or by human limitations. He moves freely, acts powerfully, and provides fully for those who trust Him. You were created to live a life free from the chains of worry. You were designed to walk in confidence, to step boldly, to face challenges with courage, and to rise above fear. God's care is the foundation of that life. It is the reason you can endure trials, overcome obstacles, and thrive in every season. It is the reason you can face uncertainty with peace and live with hope, even when the path seems unclear. When you fully embrace the reality that God is taking care of you, your perspective changes, your priorities shift, your heart is lifted, your mind is free, your spirit soars. The burdens that once seemed unbearable become lighter. The challenges that once seemed impossible become opportunities. The fears that once held you captive lose their power, and you step into a life of faith, confidence, and divine alignment that no human power can shake. So hear me now and let it settle deep into your heart. God will take care of you. Not partially, not sometimes, not when it is convenient, but fully, constantly, relentlessly. Every detail of your life is in His hands. Every fear, every worry, every uncertainty is already known by Him and already being managed by His power and wisdom. There is no situation too complex, no challenge too great, no enemy too strong, and no circumstance too dark that God cannot handle. Release the burden of control. Lay down the weight of anxiety. Stop striving to fix what is already under the care of the Almighty. Trust Him. Surrender to Him. Walk forward in the confidence that every step you take is guided, every path you follow is protected, and every plan He has for you will come to fruition at the perfect time. Peace will flood your soul. Joy will rise in your spirit. Strength will fill your heart. And as you embrace this truth, you will experience a life unshakable, unstoppable, and deeply anchored in God's care. Know this: your past struggles, your present challenges, and even your unknown future cannot diminish the love, power, and provision of God. He is your protector when danger surrounds you, your provider when resources run dry, and your guide when the way is unclear. He sees, He knows, He acts, and His care for you is unfailing. So, I command you in faith, do not worry, do not fear, do not doubt. Stand firm, surrender fully, and trust completely. God is taking care of you. He has not forgotten you. He has not abandoned you, and He will never fail you. Walk in this truth today, tomorrow, and every day of your life. Let your heart rest in the certainty of God's eternal care, and live boldly, courageously, and faithfully, knowing that you are fully protected, fully provided for, and deeply loved by the Almighty.